Hi everyone, this video is just to help you organize your Notability. So if your Notability is not really organized, or if you've never really done much in Notability, this would be a great thing to do before you start doing a lot of different things in Notability with a lot of your classes. So also, I haven't used Notability very much, so I just thought that this would be helpful for you. And if you have other thoughts or suggestions or ideas to send my way, please do that. But before you start getting things from Schoology and taking them into Notability, it'd be wise to have kind of a setup for you. So the setup you want to first do is you want to come up to the very top left under the time and the date and hit the plus sign. So if I hit that plus sign right there, we are going to create, and we're actually going to create a divider first, and then we'll create subjects in there. You actually want a divider for every one of your classes if you're going to be doing a lot of stuff in Notability, or at least that's what I would recommend. You can choose to organize how you want. So I'm going to click Create a Divider, and I'm just going to title this divider Algebra Geometry, and you kind of pick whatever it's going to be. You could even put 2020 on it if you wanted to. So however you want to name that. And then I'm going to click Done. And then you can see down here at the bottom, there's the new folder that I did, or divider, they call it, that I did. Now, if you have a current subject, what do they call them? A current subject. They actually call them subjects. So I'm not going to click out of that. But I made this test folder. If you're like, oh, I already have a subject folder and I want to drag that to that, take whatever folder you want and drag that into the new folder that you named for your class. So for some reason, I kind of have issues with that, but you're just dragging on those 3 bars, and we want to put that inside that folder. And then you can see that that test folder there now is inside that. I'm going to click Done up there under the time, okay? And I can see if I minimize that or close that folder up, I can see here's my algebra geometry I just made with my test folder. Now, if you want another subject inside there, which I would recommend all of you doing that, okay? So we're going to create a subject that's going to go inside that. And again, if it goes someplace wrong or something like that, you can just move it, okay? Click on that and move it. So I'm just going to go Algebra Geometry, and you want to give it a name again because you can't have more than one Chapter 1 folder. So I would like each of you, if you're choosing to do this, to do an Algebra Chapter 9 folder or a Geometry Chapter 9 folder. So however you want to title that, probably try to spell it correctly. Okay, so Chapter 9. So having a folder of each of those would be great. And then if I just show you kind of inside my folder, so if I click inside my geometry, I have a Geometry Chapter 9, and then there's some things that I've been working on for my geometry students. If I click in my algebra, I have an Algebra Chapter 9, and then there's things in there, and then you can click inside those and start working on them. Again, remember you have the Edit button over here, and you can rename or change things with the Settings button. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything with that. I'm not going to delete it, but you could rename things if you wanted to rename things over here. And then the 3 bars let you move those. All right, I hope this helped.